ăn thôi. Mới 5 giờ 10 mà anh em. 5 giờ ở đây chắc chưa ai bán cái gì đâu. Thật. Và 13 cho Ago rồi, win chắc rồi anh em ạ. Tích cổ bao rồi. Thôi ông dẹp đi ông Trần Văn Hiếu ạ. Ông cứ chùa ẻo tôi hoài. Vãi lúa luôn ạ. Vậy là kéo lên OT rồi thua trắng. Tôi nói bây giờ thua round này thì Ego chắc chắn là toang luôn, sẽ phải eco chóng hết cả mặt luôn. Thua round này thì Ego chắc chắn phải eco 2 round. Bên phía Space Soldier chiếm được rốt rất là mượt luôn. Chiếm được rốt là coi như là chiếm được một nửa B rồi. Cover tốt quá. Để cho một ông lên một hoa rồi. Ui giời. Trời ơi. Đang cực hay đến từ bên phía Ago rồi, 14 11. Không phải, đang lên kêu lên ra OT kìa. 15 đều xong lên 19 15 thua đấy, đợt trước tôi bị Magic như vậy đấy. Một ra full buy đến từ bên phía Space Soldier. Nếu mà họ thua round này thì họ sẽ thua luôn cái game đấu. Giờ lại đi chợ rồi. Vâng, còn một thanh niên bom rớt ạ. Ngon. Ego chắc ăn luôn rồi anh em ạ. Chắc tí không cát đâu. Tôi quát cho anh em xem nhá. Còn tôi đi ngủ cái chịu không nổi rồi. Phải luôn. Đang cày cái quát tham cho cân nữa. Đợt sau nó nhảy lên đầu. Vẫn là một ra full buy cho bên phía Space Soldier. Ok. Vâng. Chắc tôi ọp cân quá. Trận này nó delay lâu quá anh em ạ. Alo thắng rồi anh em ạ. Ok, Alo sẽ đi LSL. Chắc mình ọp cân nha anh em. Mình ọp cân đi ngủ rồi. Vâng, hẹn anh em ngày mai. Vâng, tầm này cái trận này nó delay thì cũng không biết bao giờ xong nữa. Vâng, xin phép ọp cân nha anh em. Chúc anh em ngủ ngon. Ok. Tạm biệt mọi người nhé.
All the fat boy him.
Brinca, brinca para arriba, brinca, brinca para abajo, brinca, brinca para arriba, brinca, brinca para abajo, brinca, brinca para arriba, brinca, brinca para abajo, brinca, brinca para arriba, brinca, brinca para abajo. Brinca para arriba, brinca, brinca para abajo, brinca, brinca para arriba, brinca, brinca para abajo, brinca, brinca para arriba, brinca, brinca para abajo, brinca para arriba, brinca, brinca para abajo, para arriba, 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 para abajo, brinca para arriba, se mueve la chalaca con los tachas para abajo. Brinca para arriba, brinca para abajo, brinca para arriba, brinca para abajo, brinca para arriba, brinca para abajo, para abajo, para arriba, para abajo, para arriba, para abajo, para arriba, para abajo, para arriba, para abajo, brinca para arriba, se mueve la cabeza para abajo, muévete para arriba, brinca para abajo, mueve la cabeza, brinca para arriba, brinca para abajo.
Five seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Team Secret's turn to ban.
Mình đêm sáng đánh xem trận đấu tí thì về thế thôi, bắt vui thôi, bắt vui anh em thôi.
10 seconds remaining.
Bắt xe đến từ ông David.
5 seconds. Team Secret's turn to ban.
Thẳng qua đợt mình sẽ ghi.
Remaining. Dire team ban.
Biết ban ban.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Team Secret's turn to pick. Dire team pick.
Behold the horn of Magnus.
Mất hết luôn. Wow.
10 seconds remaining. 5 Dire team pick.
Disruptor.
Rất là đi mà sẽ ghi.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Team Secret's turn to pick.
Punja.
Team Secret's turn to pick.
Ember Spirit.
10 seconds remaining.
Alo. Alo. Tôi nhỏ á. Chắc là do biết là tôi cũng là mới chỉ có cái tôi nhỏ á. Chắc là do
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
ok.
10 seconds remaining. Ten seconds remaining. Team secrets turn to pick.
A world devourer.
Fuck biết đâu what the Repower đó. Ông có tưởng là sẽ đi ở bên vậy Death the First sẽ đi vị trí ở plan à? Biết khá là dị.
10 seconds remaining.
Thế là đi Albert Repower sẽ đi
5 seconds
Gary nhỉ?
remaining.
Lần này bên này biết khá là dị vậy. Nè Spirit và biết Lion rồi. Kèo mỗi khi phải căng ở đây đây. Tôi biết tiếp theo biết gì đây? Tôi nghĩ là biết con Mân cây Kin Sport hoặc là AM không. Tôi nghĩ là Mân cây Kin. Mân cây Kin sẽ đánh sự. Tôi nghĩ là sẽ biết con Mân cây Kin. Tôi biết thằng này kỳ kỳ đó. Đã lâu đến từ series họ có biết
Team
cây Kin.
secrets turn to pick.
Monkey King.
Mân cây Kin rồi. Mân cây Kin thì series.
Ten seconds remaining.
Đến cuối cùng khó ta.
5 seconds
Mân cây
remaining.
Kin đi support à? Leon đi support. Đu cây rồi. Magnet gì phải ẩn tiêu một cái thằng em bà chói nên khi tạo ulti gì nhỉ?
Dire team pick.
Chào tuần này.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Bên thứ cuối cùng đến từ team Mski, biết con gì không? Tôi nghĩ là sẽ biết một con hộp len đấy. Hộp len hay là con gì? Timber hoặc Centaur, BB. Hộp len khá là cực cho em Mski. Timber thì khó. Lượng trừ giáp của con CK nó làm nhiều thôi. BB cũng khó. Nghĩ là Centaur thì đẹp nhất. Tôi nghĩ là Centaur.
Choose your hero.
Trời ơi. Nghe thú kỳ lạ cái đã. Wow, xét chỉ nhìn đẹp quá ta. Ôi, mấy ông nhìn xét sen tâu rồi. Ui, nhìn đẹp thế. Đây tay vàng cái này. Của Trung Quốc này. Con này là lắm tiền thế nhỉ. Ôi nhìn đi. Con chó này. Chó này chó gì ta? Cho nên ất sẽ cầm trao, cho nên
10 seconds remaining.
Zô cầm vân cây, Spot, Bug Pay, cầm Leon,
5 seconds remaining.
Tata, cầm Magnet, thì cầm Len, cuối cùng là Mid One, Pacific Mid, cầm Ember Philip, Ninja Bode cầm Disruptor, Bukea, nó Bukea gì chả thế, Ninja cầm Bukea, Moon cầm cho mình con Death đồ phất. First sẽ lên mid à. Mski cầm Award thì có đi đi carry. Nên thì Trung Quốc biết. Không bắt trận đầu đi ở đây. Game đó bắt đầu. Phải cam của anh.
Prepare for battle.
Ôi phải không? Phải thì không? Gì mắc cười vậy? Trông kìa. Trông mốc đến từ team sorry. Trông mốc đến từ team Ferry. Nghe cam cáo rồi, nhìn chóng mặt lắm. Bóng đi ăn cái run trên top rồi.
Thirty seconds to
Tôi nghĩ là game đấu mình sẽ over. Tôi nghĩ là game đấu mình sẽ over. Anh em
The
nào
battle begins.
theo over thì good lúc nha.
Never refuse God.
Ở đây thì Award cũng là ụp xuống một thanh niên bên cây. Đá thì mấy phát rồi. Hai team này đánh ngang chỉnh lắm, cãi nhau lắm. Bữa thằng Mski ra pet một game VG với lại một game Street để ta không nhắn thua ta đánh, cãi nhau lắm rồi. Ở đây thì thanh niên Pata kéo một đàn cờ lẹp rồi. Pata, ôi con gà đẹp thế, gà bao nhiêu tiền đấy? Một thanh niên thổi bướm đến từ thanh niên ui khỉ kìa, nhảy trên cây. Ở đây sau tội chào con chó này, ủa chết,
Forbidden.
chó này nó cắn ngoài đời, nó cắn tôi rồi. Khỉ thì đang bút trời thì đang vòng đây kéo rồi. Bắt thanh niên mid one này biến thành cái cây rồi. Trời nhìn thấy không, bút trời phát hiện ra rồi. Một gõ vào đầu để khắn đi lấy ăn ở bên đi support này. Căng biến thành cái run kìa. nhảy xuống đây nhìn mũi trời có chết không?
Bounty which
Không
my
thể nào
matriarch
ăn
will
được cái dân.
prize.
Excellent.
Chờ có xuống đây không?
A gift from the tempest of
This will come in handy. Illusion.
Mình cắt vui thôi nha, mình không cắt chuyên nghiệp lắm đâu. Nói chung là mình mới biết cắt vui cho anh em, tại trên Ninja nãy bảo không cắt nữa thì mình cắt vui thôi. Thì mình cắt. Ở đây thì thanh niên Pata đang bị harass cả bóng vào đầu rồi. Đây sao? Ô thằng niên Pata kéo OD vào chúng có chết hay không? Gửi xem bắt về rồi. Rồi. Chạy được không? Nào này.
Let's get
Ở đây thì
captured in the
Văn
field.
bắt
Top
đây.
tower is under
Vân Cây
attack.
đã lên, bắt được còn Leon cũng đang TV. Phiêu hai đeo vẻ đánh khá căng thẳng. Ra còn nào đây đang khá là khá là săn, khá là đều. 20 lá hit, 4 điểm này. Đây thằng mid one thì đang lá hit hơi bị khó khăn chứ. Đang rất lá hit. Về lết gen tôi đánh giá team xếp sẽ ngon hơn. Đây nói lại cho biết còn cứng lại ngược lại hút máu. Bây giờ chưa có mạng nào xuống. Ôi con gà luôn sao mà đẹp thế nhờ. Đi để soi con gà ấy.
Radiant
Bởi
are
vì luôn
scanning.
biết bao nhiêu tiền ta. Đấy. Nó giàu quá nhỉ. Đâu mẹ ngủ quá. Đây thì một mạng Leon thì nằm xuống rồi. Chào kinh cắn cho mình bị máu lên xem mà. Có đi nhảm này. Lát à? Phun chói được xem bắt được rồi, chờ liên tục thả đồng. Hai cái đầu mà phải kéo được thanh niên. Ui, tutorial là trượt biến gà được thanh niên. Discuss rồi. Bỏ lồng đây. Đánh rơi cho mình máu. Hút máu. Chết.
Norse about great feline.
Rồi. Ba cho mình. Phúc là chưa.
So not just the CK, but the Ember Spirit farming like crazy, taking control of the jungle. And Fada's not doing that bad either. Sitting at level 5, getting close to 6, sitting at 23 last hits. no surprises there. Just trying to take care of jungle camps and get the that he can in terms of CS. But yeah, I mean, it would be nice to see him get aggressive because his team's not really doing too much of that right now.
Radiant's top tower is under
Oh, they really want to get something done here with the smoke. Ninja Boogie loses his. Jabs will place a ward, just trying to spot an easy hook.
The Rift, Bird Spike again. Ice is rather tanky. 2 second stun. They use the Stampede, but he's already dead, and Jabs might be next. The Tree Dance coming in. Jabs one more auto attack. Can't quite find it. He'll get back under the tier 1 tower. Ninja Boogie is going to be next. Reality Rift, a couple of auto attacks should do the job. Puppy and Earth Spike, it is there. The hook save. It's just the dead body going back to the tier 2 tower, and Ace gets a double kill.
Ah, there you go. Need from that CK. Doesn't even have his armlet yet. Already putting in some work. Now almost up to 1,000 gold.
Yeah, top of the net worth by about 600, and the Mski OD continues to farm in the top lane, and also is going to grab the bounty rune away from Fata. So we'll see what type of rotations they want to make with Mski or Death Prop. They have the exorcism now, so maybe they want to make something happen in that regard. You talked about getting an objective early on into the game. We'll see if he moves somewhere else or if he tries to push into the mid tier 1 tower sometime soon.
I wouldn't mind seeing a gank attempt on mid 1 as well before he's level 6. But it feels like he's just been very well guarded. There's a lot of vision around him. Yapsor's been there just kind of babysitting him the entire time. It's hurt his levels, but it's meant that they haven't found any real success against the Ember Spirit, just that one kill.
Man, Ana's doing great. Level 7 to level 5 in the mid lane. Really good experience advantage for him.
Fata as well, just kind of waiting for some sort of an opportunity. Just been chilling top, blasting some waves, maybe hoping someone will end up diving a tower, something he can come in and go for an RP. But other than that, his only mission is just try and get those levels.
And he's just farming the jungle now. He's got the Quelling Blade at the ready. Yapsor looks to be invisible. There's a sentry right there. Stomp, double edge. I don't think Ice has enough damage, but it's going to... This is really what you're waiting on from Mski's this PUD. What else can he get done in the early game? That's where your, I think, ganks are coming from if you're Mski.
1-0 and 3. Not too bad.
Oh, it just came off cooldown at this point. Ice has it at the ready if they want to use something and try to go for a kill. There's the armlet done for the CK. So, do you think he's going to start rotating around, or maybe they get a push going?
I think he's pretty content, right? They don't want to commit to anything because then that allows Death Prophet to commit somewhere else, and then maybe you won't be able to rotate in time for the ultimate or something like that. So I think they'd rather respond to movements that come out from the Dire.
Right.
And it looks like that might be top lane here. Yeah. They are assembling with a smoked DP.
And they scanned correctly for Secret. There are so many heroes here. Mski is pushing in. Yapsor on the trees, getting some good vision as we speak, trying to maybe find Mski, but Nana is invis for now, or I think he's smoked up, so they're going to try to bait this out potentially. We'll see if they can't find a kill or two. But yeah, I think they're just going to back up. We'll see. They're trying to find something. There's the exorcism. They're just going to go for the push on the tower.
Yeah, I think they were hoping they could just catch one person, but now they're just going to reveal themselves.
Just running. There's the Stampede. Hook is going to connect on Fata. I think it was skewering away, in fact, and that's a problem. Boundless Strike coming in. They've got the Thunderstrike, Crypt Swarm coming in back. They've got the Glimpse, and Fata will fall on the other side. Looking for another kill here. They've got the Astral Up. Ace in trouble. Armlet toggle. Double edge. One more auto attack. These toggles are sick. Are you kidding me? How's he going to get out of this? One more toggle again. Yes! Ace makes it out. That is insane. And on the other side, Nana's going to get a double kill with the Exorcism. Plus, they are putting pressure on this tier 1 tower in the top lane. But Ace surviving somehow. Those toggles, my God.
I mean, if it weren't for those toggles, they would have lost 3 cores across the map. So they do have that save there, but definitely not a good moment here for Secret.
Get out of there. Ice is on your tail. Get out of there. The stop. Nope. Puppy juked him. He's got the kinetic field. I don't think he's getting out of this one. Double edge. See ya. Ice will take the kill. And on the other side, Nana will finally fall. Fata comes in, and they will take him out. RP was used.
He's back here. He doesn't even have wards. Here, like, someone's going to come drop a sentry around here, and they'll be like, what the hell is this line just back here with no wards?
That's very strange. Jabs, remnant it down. Mid 1 gets the job done. Glimpse back, Static Storm. They've got the level 6. And now coming in is Ice. They need to stomp. They've got it ready. Double edge. That's all they need. They don't even need the stomp to get the kill. Nicely done from Mski.
Man, that's going to be a Vanguard here for Ice if he wants it. He has it queued up there. And quite a bit of physical damage, of course, coming out. Got your CK, a little bit of Magnus and power stuff going through.
Like the past 2 minutes, we've seen a lot of rotations, a lot of action happening. It's because of those ultimates coming out now, a lot of level 6 heroes. And we'll probably wait for the next exorcism for Mski to make a move.
Yeah, exactly. We just kind of get onto this timer. Every single time it rolls around, we want to go for a tier 1 tower with ease, and then maybe even to the Roche Pit after that, once we start breaking into the 20-minute mark or so. Yapsor continues to just kind of make his way across the map. No real concerns about the ultimate or anything this game. You'd rather level up all your other skills.
Yeah, he's not doing that much damage right now. He's got, what, boots earned, so just get all your abilities up and ready to go. They did go Vanguard on Ice, interestingly enough. He already has Stampede for some sort of initiation. They have Glimpse back as well. He'll get the Blink, I would assume, afterwards, but just tank up for now and try to stay alive against the CK in general.
Yeah, and now they have the really early Force Staff on Mski here too. If able to catch someone out of position on the side of Team Secret.
Also kite some of these heroes as well. So,
oh, Fada, that's a Blink.
Yeah, he's got it ready. He's just gonna have to buy it from the side shop. What do you think? They back up, maybe smoke, go for an RP play?
The problem is, well, they'll need to get some decent vision, I would guess, because currently the radiant vision into that Dire jungle is not too great. So, it might be a little bit tough to find that correct target that they want with the smoke gank.
Right. No Blink RP needed. They'll take the bounty run on top of all of that. Now do they continue on or do they back up is the question. Looks like they're just going to farm.
It's not the hero they wanted, but it also cost them absolutely nothing. So it's not too big of a deal. Just a little bit of time from their cores. A little bit of damage onto that tier 1 tower in the mid lane, but just information, I suppose you could say, for Team Secret.
Yes.
And we talked about vision. The vision from the Dire has looked quite a bit better this game. Got that nice tier ward in behind the tier 1 tower over on the Radiant off lane. Got some wards in the mid lane too, trying to protect their tier 1.
Yeah, this vision is going to be crucial, especially for Jabs to find some kills. They have the silence up. They need to glimpse. They're going to find it. There's the static throw, but he misses the kinetic field. The hook also missing. Mid-one's going to remnant away all the way towards the bottom root spot. And he should be fine. In the meantime, Ace will find a kill on Ice. Ice getting dropped down. So they miss narrowly for Mski, and they lose a hero in the process. Now the Hex from Puppy. They've got the Earth Spike. Here comes Fada. RP onto 2. Where's the skewer back? There's the kinetic field. It won't help them at all. They've got the Searing Taint. This is going to be used. The Wukong's command. This is a disaster for Mski. The Glimpse back won't save them. It's 3 dead, and Ace gets a mega kill spree. They might want to get more, perhaps this tier 1 tower, but that is a great fight for Secret right there.
Very good communication with the side of Team Secret. You can see, you know, you talk about Bane with like Tiny Eye or something like that. You just get like sleep into relocate. That's what that looked like. You just start off with 1 stun from the line into the Hex, plenty of time for the RP to come through from the TP.
Yeah, Fada beautifully positioned for that Blink RP. They will take Puppy, and they will keep their tier 1 tower alive. There's not much, it looks like Secret couldn't transition into that push, so at the very least they will secure a support kill and give some more room for Ice in this bottom lane, but a very good fight nonetheless for Secret, getting those 3 kills there.
And you can see Ice is actually looking to address all of that physical burst that we just saw in that last fight by going for the straight up Crimson Guard.
Well, Mski is indeed looking at mid 1. The Tree Dance will come out. There's the silence. They bring him back in. They've got the Spirit Siphon, and they've lost the Absorb. Mski getting a nice kill there. They're going to pop the Exorcism. Yeah, I mean, this is, you're close to the tier 1 tower. You get a kill, push into an objective with the Exorcism.
Fada is at the max in power, but he's not here, so there's not really anything for mid 1 to do. His Slight's also only level 2, so he can't really do too much about this.
Mski, they've seen the Remnant. I don't think mid 1's going to move over in this direction, considering that they're pushing the tier 1 tower. So they're just going to back up for now and look to reconvene another day. Maybe not.
Dire also get the tower bottom lane too. So 2 towers done there, and Secret is kind of sitting around during all of this. Don't really feel confident going in. It looks like this is kind of Mski's response to the RP actually being used. They say, okay, let's put some pressure in both lanes. Don't really feel like they have a very good response for us, right? You don't have a line that can really do anything. He's very poor. It's understandable. It's only the Magnus jumps that are going to do too much. CK's not that farmed. He's trying to build up a little bit of damage here with an Echo Saber.
Right, neither is the Ember Spirit. They really need some power to kick in. They're going to get a lot of farm. Like, the Ember Spirit's going to go for a Battle Fury on top of the Empower as well. So you give a bit more time to mid 1 and things get a lot easier. But they are still losing a couple of tier 1 towers. And we'll see how Secret respond.
tower pressure from Mski is also pretty low without Exorcism as well.
Right.
But
nice hook and a static storm. This should be a kill with Ice in the double edge, and it is. Very nicely done, but in the meantime, Secret to move immediately into Roche, and they should finish this pretty quickly. I'm not sure Mski kicking in. They do have the Sandy's Eclipse, but nobody's over there. And YapzOr is, of course, a moving ward at this point.
Yeah, CK is becoming quite a bit of a better Roshan hero these days. That you can just pop the Phantasms, head into the pit.
The illusions, finally.
Help tank it up some, and he will snag it up for himself here. So Ace looking rather scary, quite a bit of damage, hard to bring down in these engagements. Would need quite a bit of burst there from the CK.
What do you think he goes for next? Maybe something like a BKB after he has the Echo Saber and Armlet done?
BKB, their initiation, I wouldn't mind a blink relatively early on, especially if you have mid one going super greedy, but they're gonna have to decide exactly how much priority they're gonna get. Mid one just wants to be like super mobile across the whole map with this Battle Fury, just going from lane to lane.
Yeah, he's getting pretty close. Starting off with a drum, getting to that Battle Fury. He's about 1,000 away at this point.
But up against the OD, even just the DPing, the general magic damage, plus that Disruptor being such a pain, Ace just queuing up the E.
And Mski will smoke, they will head down towards the bottom lane, it looks like, in mid one. Just farming. He's got some remnants ready to go. He's just gonna, I think, head into the trees and just peace out. Top lane,
YapzOr's doing the exact same thing. He's also just piecing out.
Yeah.
He kind of just runs into Mski, and this is one thing about the Sport Monkey King that we haven't really talked about, is that you don't really need the Jingu Mastery to do all these annoying side lane pushing things. You can just hop along the trees, just use your Primal Spring, use your Boundless Strike. You don't do that much damage to your support, but you can still just endlessly push waves, and you're very hard to deal with. It's a lot like Coddle, where you have to commit a lot.
They're gonna find Puppey here. He's been caught in kinetic field. There's the Centaur Conqueror, rather Centaur Whirlwind, ultimate. Good stun. There's gonna be RP down to the Wukong's command coming out as well. Ace blows up one. They're about to get two more. The static storm was perfect, and now they should find these kills. They're gonna have Stomp coming out from Ice doing work. Great Sanities. What a turnaround from Mski. They're gonna get the Aegis, but now Secret will back up. The Wukong's command is still there. They pop the Exorcism. They want the CK, and they're going to find it more than likely with a Dismember coming in. What a turnaround coming in from Mski to find that fight going their way.
That Crimson Guard from Ice saving everyone, protecting so much of the damage for the team. And you can see that when the RP came through, they're all just stuck in there, and they kind of collapse in on top of the side of Mski. They want to try and bring down some of those heroes, and then Ice just gets the huge 3-man stomp right into the Sandleys.
Yeah.
Easy cleanup for Mski.
So they could have gotten more, just the Aegis going the way of, Aegis and CK, I should say, rather going the way of Mski, and they're still kind of concerned probably about the CK getting a lot of farm, Ember Spirit as well, kind of getting close to the Battle Fury. I think he actually has it at this point in time, and just getting around the map and split pushing for Secret. That seems to be the name of the game now that they've used that RP, but...
Man, I know Jabs loves his Midas, but he just got like 700 gold. He's gonna lose a little bit of it.
Yeah, he will. Try to deny himself here, potentially sticks up, trying to run, and he gets it. Nice.
What a hero.
Yeah.
That's not irritating at all or anything.
You just spent like 5 seconds chasing this guy. You're supposed to have this kill. Nope.
He doesn't even have a soul ring.
So, he'll deny himself a 1K lead from Mski at 20 minutes into this game. A couple more items coming out. Fada has picked up a Shadow Blade. In terms of other items, Spirit Vessel for YapzOr, he's done a pretty good job. And Ace is building into what looks to be the BKB. He has the Ogre Club right now, and he's got the rest of the recipe and the Mithril Hammer in his quick buy, so trying to get to Magic Immunity. And what else besides the Battle Fury? I think that's about it.
The Shadow Blade doesn't feel as good as it usually does to me this game. He doesn't really have anyone who can fight with him right now, right? You have a CK who's not very mobile. You can't like Shadow Blade in, and then the CK has to be pretty close. You can't like blink in on top or anything like that. Right. So it feels more like it's just to help out with his own split push. And there'll be some initiations and some scouting during the team fights. And maybe that that factor of having like Magnus doesn't want to be the primary initiator most of the time, right? You see, he wants to like come into the middle of an engagement. He wants someone else to kind of run in there first so he can spot that really good RP.
Yeah. Collapse first, then they can just jump in and get the RP skewer back like he's had at least 2 or 3 times in this game. He's had about a couple of 2-man RPs at this point, so.
So if there's no sentries down or something like that, he can kind of do that scouting himself and try and find those good RPs, but just continues to be a little bit of split push game here. Still very tight, 10 to 11.
I mean, we keep talking about, but mid one and the CK, you look at the late game for Secret, it feels pretty good. I mean,
Oh, fantastic.
Wukong's Commandos as well on top of all of that. Like, it seems like they've got the late game in spades at this point.
Yeah, I think the next big problem for them will be the BKB for the OD. They're going to try and probably pressure in with that from the side of Mski, and that'll be the big fight that they're going to have to try and win from the side of Secret. But it helps if Disruptor's dead.
Yeah, and they're going to find him here. The hook comes out. Fada, he's got the skewer available. They use the finger. They blow up the Disruptor. And now they've used the Stampede, and they're going to try to find something. RP onto 2 from Fada. The skewer back under the tier 2 tower. They've got damage. Where's the CK coming in? Jab is getting low at this point. They pop the extra the Wukong's command coming out. Nana in trouble, getting caught and killed. 3 dead. Secret with a great fight now 4. Mski will lose, and that is a giant fight. A great RP again from Fada. He's hitting pretty much all of them and skewering back into the tier 2 tower for them to follow up with the Wukong's command.
Yeah, Ninja Boogie's been pretty instrumental in a lot of these team fights. His ultimates have been very important, and they've been really well placed. And I think the problem there, I guess Mski just felt like, yes, their Disruptor just got blown up, but we kind of have to fight or they're just going to chase us down. They have this Ember Spirit. He's going to be like running after us, and there's just Searing Chain, one after another. We have to like try and take a good fight, just blow up one of their heroes too. But ISIS didn't quite have the damage there under the tower. So ends up in a pretty bad decision there from Mski in the end. And it'll be Secret pushing up the mid lane here a little bit.
Oof. Good sentry, but Ninja Boogie's able to back up. And they're going to push into this tier 2 tower. Glimpse back in. Fada needs to be careful.
Oh, nice.
Into the hook from Jabs and the kinetic field on top. Good boundless strike. Fada's not dead yet. He has no skewer. There's the static storm. He needs some help here. He's getting low, and they've got the stomp at least onto 1. 1 second cast bolt. Puppy's in trouble. Earthspike onto 2, but it will not save him. The Urn Charge taking him down, and they will hold their tier 2 tower. Ace on the run. Very good play from Jabs and Ninja Boogie. The combination, the glimpse into the hook, beautifully done.
Excellent punish from him, just trying to scout and play a little bit aggressive there. But yeah, so at this point, he's got himself up into a medallion, looking at that Solar Crest. Great this game, very good against OD. And then he already has that beautiful Spirit Vessel. Who doesn't love that thing?
Yeah, I mean, it's such a good item. And you're able to get so much farm on this Monkey King because of what you were talking about with the split pushing. Your Primal Spring, your Boundless Strike, you clear waves so quickly, and he's just making his home in this top lane right now, just jumping on trees and finding waves to clear. Yeah,
it's very hard to catch him out. You pretty much have to be like waiting with like either a Thunder Strike or something to keep giving vision on top of him as he retreats into the trees, or some sort of big hook play. But the Dire Heroes, they aren't there. They're down the bottom lane, and they're scouted out here by Puppy. He drops a sentry and an observer.
Yeah, so we'll see if Mski wants to back up. Exorcism is still down. Mushi has a couple of items to work with here. And we'll see if they want to push into this tier 2 tower in the bottom lane. His BKB's not done yet.
Ice does.
Yeah, he's just in there. He's just running straight in. As a Centaur, that's probably fine. Yapzor gets the balance strike off. There's no fall, but looks like maybe there is. Reality coming in, the Chaos Bolt on top. At a 2-second stun, he pops the Crimson Guard. Fada's not there for the fall, plus they have the Sentry. So they see Fada, of course, using that Shadow Blade, and mid 1 not there. He uses Boots of Travel to get elsewhere. And he's just trying to get these bounty runes across the map. And Mski, they will back up. They're not going to try to take this tier 2 tower. And this gives Secret an opportunity to continue to pressure top lane with mid 1.
Yeah, you could see Ace just kind of grabbed him and then started running back. I think they were trying to bait an Exorcism out and just like retreat from the fight, but they're concerned about the fact that if the Stampede goes off, then they can just be on top of them. Even if you're like baiting at a safe, or at least what feels like a safe distance, suddenly all of Mski just romps on top. So they immediately go for the smoke, try and go for the mid lane, but nobody's going to be here. It looks like it was well scouted out here by the side of Mski as they're all hiding in their base well behind the tier 2s. Again, plenty of sentries put down. They're trying to spot those movements from Fada with the Shadow Blade.
They are back at home, staying well behind the tier 2 at the very least. They have spotted out 1. They're going to get the Hex off. They're looking for the Earthspike. They will find it. There's the hook save, though, coming in from Jabs. Another one. Keeps his teammate alive. Ice, a little far out, but they will not go and initiate on a hero that tanky. They decide to back themselves up. Now we have to start looking at Roshan again because it's getting up pretty soon at this point. We're about to hit the first respawn marker, and we'll see what it's going to be in terms of the timing. 1 minute and 38 seconds, so Secret has done a good job of keeping these waves pushed out for the most part.
The save potential of Pudge is always just like so underestimated. I guess it doesn't matter as much when you're playing just like normal games and everything, but in the competitive scene, it's oftentimes teams are so like, they have this formula, right? They want to smoke, they want to find some pick, and they're so good at these setup plays where you're just seeing like Puppy getting way ahead, and he knows he has all this time for someone to come and catch up, so he's willing to be a little further away. But when you have something like this Pudge, you can just disrupt that whole flow. It kind of takes away from your whole plan. Doesn't matter too much for them though. They just grab the easy tower.
Yep, so we're sitting on a tree, in a tree. But they will take the tier 2 tower. They'll start pushing up high ground. I think they're just going to do some chip damage back up for some TP rotations. Ace, he's going to pop the Phantasm and go for this, though. This tower's already taking a lot of damage. The Glimpse comes in, and there it is. The Glyph will come out. Mushi is here as well. They've all rotated back in. The Illusions will do some small damage, but that's just Phantasm used. Some chip damage and Secret backing themselves away.
Easy retreat as we still wait for that next Roche. Feels like it's been a while, but he'll be back pretty soon. 35 more seconds or so. And he will be carrying a lovely little bit of cheese there. Something to try and grab up here, maybe facilitate someone into a high ground push. We'll have to see.
And Mski are going to make a move here. They're going to try to head to the bottom lane. Taking up mid one would be probably the best bet for them, but it's going to be tough. And he continues to farm and get a lot. They're going to go for the Astral. Oh, no. That's not what you wanted to see. That is unfortunate. Oh.
Well, it happens.
Yeah. But mid one is able to escape, obviously, moves back up to the top lane. He's farming very well. I mean, he's working on a dataless now, and this is something, again, you have to be very concerned about. Not just the CK, but mid one as well. As he's really been untouched for the past few minutes, it feels like.
Yeah, if this hair comes out on the CK, I feel like Ace is going to be very chunky, very hard to deal with. Especially, what if when we actually get to this Roche fight, we're going to have the Exorcism and the RP, so I guess no one wants to whiff any of their ultis, of course. But the Static Storm, probably a little bit better of roaching potential on the side of the Dire, simply because of how good Pudge is. You can just like throw out a bunch of hooks. You can constantly threaten, and it's extremely low risk, obviously. Whereas if you're like a Magnus or something, you know, you're not just gonna like face check the pick with your Shadow Blade or something.
And mid one continues to farm up. Lots of items coming out. Yap stores the Solar Crest, Ice working in and out. Skewed back into the tier 2 tower. Good usage of that Searing Chase as the Stampede comes in. Should be a kill. Ice is about to fall with the Balance Strike. They don't even need it. Mid one will secure the kill with the last hit. So really good stuff there, finding a pick. And now can you transition this into an objective like Roshan or something?
I think he knows he's very far away, at least from like the Roche pit and everything, so it's gonna take a pretty fast and quick rotation with the side secret to get there. Someone had to be down there pushing that lane. He's just trying to like find some information. At this point, they don't really have the deepest wards from the Dire. It's actually been very Roshan centered. They kind of know that that's the next big thing coming up, and they're way better set for it than the side of secret. Shouldn't be too much trouble, I'd say, for Ice to get back into the game and just head over to the shrine.
Yeah, 28 seconds. He's not down for that long. Some good vision over towards the Roche pit as well for the Dire. They have one up in the top jungle, and then they have one around the pit on top of that. So
the problem, though, would be that although they have really good vision for the side of Mski, I would say that the wave push looks obviously a little bit better there for Secret because they have this Ember Spirit, they have this Monkey King, so they can kind of pressure back in a separate way just by forcing down these towers like they are right now with Ace. And if they can spot like two heroes in different lanes from the side of Mski, that's when they're just going to rotate instantly to the pit. And they can kind of tease it a little bit too. They can go around, they can deward something, kind of wait for that response from Mski, and then try and jump them there with the RP.
Right. It just feels like the past 10 minutes have belonged to Secret in terms of map control. They even have a 5k lead. It's 15 to 13 in terms of kill score, but taking all of these towers, taking the map control has certainly helped them. Puppey is spotted. There's a sentry there. The silence comes out. There's the Glimpse kinetic field, not in time. And instead they will go for the stomp. Puppey, they drop another sentry in trouble. There's going to be the skewer out, the RP, and they've got the Static Storm, but it's missing. RP comes out finally. Sanity's dropped down. They're looking to get these kills. 2 for 2 trades so far, and they blow up the third. Ace gets a double, absolutely dominating Ninja Boogie and Nana, and now they're going to turn this into a tier 2 tower as well.
Yeah, just not quite fast enough there with the Static Storm that time. Had he stopped the skewer, might have won a little bit better there for Mski in that fight, but Secret coming out on top. Plenty of damage still left with Ace here.
Good news is they didn't use Exorcism for Mski. They still have it for the next fight. Plus he has buyback. I don't think they're going to lose this tier 3 tower anyways. It looks like they'll probably just push him chip damage with the Phantasm and Illusions. Now they're going to reality the Ice back in. Death Prophet will buy back. They want to get this kill. He pops the Prism Guard. And of course the Spirit Vessel doing some serious work too. And he's just dead pretty much instantly. Now Ace trying to leave. There's the Wukong's command. They don't want to fight into this. Nana still hasn't popped the Exorcism yet. And they will back up. And Monkey King just sitting in a tree on top of the hill. Yeah.
He's not sorry, actually. No, that's not really true. I think he's enjoying what's happening here. 9k lead now. The split push is just a little bit too much here for Mski. So focused on these big ultimates like Sanities and the Exorcism. It's not really a big concern for Secret. They just love clearing these waves with Monkey King, Ember Spirit, and Magnus able to keep up too, even just through neutral creeps. It's, you know, not that fast for most offlaners these days, but Fada's quite fine with it.
Yeah, he's doing pretty well. And it feels like this is starting to slip away from Mski or Trent. I mean, it's a 10k lead for Secret. They just took that last fight. They've taken plenty of buildings. And the late game, you've got an OD and a Death Prophet, but mid one continues to get farmed here, Trent.
Yep, I think you just look for one core pick, and then we're just right into the Roche. Any decent items coming up here. Halberd was actually the next decision there from Yapsor. Like that this game too against the OD.
And he's super farmed too.
Try and catch Lucy before he can get off his BKB, and that fight's pretty much instantly won.
Maybe this Aghanim Scepter from the Centaur is going to be a big item in terms of keeping the team alive. He's 500 gold away from it. This is going to be a pretty big item in terms of disengaging or damage mitigation.
Stampeding into the pit over the walls, perhaps.
Yeah, that's true.
A couple different options there, but
you forget about that. Yeah. But Secret,
they still have this nice vision here, and it's not been dewarded quite yet here from the side of Secret, so Mski have that advantage, and again, they do have the hooks, which are pretty good. They will spot the ward now. It's a good grab by them, but there it is, the Aghanim Scepter, as you said, so perhaps they'll have a chance here. It looks like they're eyeing it up here as Jab throws out a dust
He hit Fata, but he didn't want to go for the hook, and I understand why. Yeah, I mean, Fata blinked away pretty much instantly anyway, so it was going to be very difficult. So now Mski.
Now we dance.
Yeah, it's just around the Roche pit. Everybody's having a good old time, trying to farm up, trying to take a fight potentially between these two teams.
You know what's great when you're Ember Spirit when this is happening? Because you can just leave remnants and keep coming back. And
literally all over the map.
Yeah, you have to force something out of Mski.
Oh,
Yapzor.
Ice is going to jump and misses the stun. No, he got it actually, but they missed the hook on the Yapzor. He was stunned on the trees. Now coming in his mid one, drops the Searing Chain. Roshan getting about half HP. Yapzor coming through. They've got the Phantasm drop down. Good save with the Astral from Mski. Now the real rack in. He's going to use the BKB to try to man fight this. Nana pops the Exorcism. 3-second stun. He does get the Exorcism off, but there is going to be plenty of damage to Wukong's command. They're looking to find Yapzor on the other side. Fata backing himself away. They will be 1-for-1 trade, but taking down Nana is the most important thing here, and Jabs is going to be next. Mid one getting a double kill. They're looking for Mski. They don't quite get the Searing Chain from mid one. So it's still a 2-for-1 trade, but Yapzor up in the trees. Jumping in is going to be the Centaur. Stomp looked for it, but he couldn't find it. Gets a stun for 3 seconds for Ace and gets blown away by Ace. The amount of damage he's doing is serious. The 2-man stun from the Balance Strike. Sanity does nothing other than drain the mana, and 4 dead, about to be 5. A double kill for mid one. A perfect fight for Secret. Despite losing Fata, they will still clear out Mski.
Yeah, it's not often you're going to compliment a solo RP on a Pudge, but that was actually the right move, I think, from Fata. It was a worthy sacrifice. He made sure that the DP was going to die for sure, and then the fight becomes a lot easier. You know, if she survives that 1-1 engagement, she gets hooked out of the Astral or something like that, manages to escape and start regenerating back up. Maybe Mski can find some way through the fight, but I think Fata just realized, hey, I just make sure that doesn't happen. The rest of my team can clean this up. My Monkey King's as farmed as I am at this point, so I'm okay with the sacrifice.
Yeah, I mean, he's doing some serious work. Solar Crest, Spirit Vessel, 21 in terms of his levels. And they're going to work on this tier 3 tower. There's no buybacks to Mski. It is relatively short death timers for most of them, although Mushi's up in 36, which is the real big problem. They might just lose racks here, honestly. And they have no way of getting back and defending this at this point. So this is just going to be racks here for Secret. And Mski can only really look on at this point.
I hear this mid one guy is pretty good at Ember.
Yeah.
I've heard rumblings before. This game has gone pretty well for him. He's been all over the place, tons of gold. Catching up with the CKs, well, definitely can't count out Ace. You know, he's been empowered a lot, which helps, but just been roaming across this map. No real threat zone. Nice hook, though.
They've got
We'll grab Puppy.
Dead for 58. Now might be time to leave if you're Secret. Yapzor, he got glimpsed back. They couldn't find any further initiation onto him. He will back himself up. Maybe they can try to finish Roche off. But just feels like a matter of time for Secret. They're so far ahead at this point. 18K net worth advantage. And you're looking for something if you're Mski.
Yeah, and the big deal this game, of course, has been the split push and just the waves. And now with the racks down, this, of course, just becomes even more difficult.
I mean, mid one with a Daedalus is doing some serious work.
Daedalus in power, now going for another Daedalus. And plus, we didn't even take Roche. I mean, he's still there. So that is still putting that pressure once again here onto Mski. Exorcism in 4, so they are prepped for the fight.
And they're trying to take something here from Mski. Last road fight did not go well. And here we go. Mid one pops the BKB. Good Stampede, though, gets him up to the high ground, force away from jabs. And Secret actually won't find anything here, but that is Stampede used. Although mid one did pop his own BKB. And both teams go back up.
But look at bottom lane. The creeps are there. You got to do something, Mski, and that will open the door for Secret if they want to take it.
Yeah, Mushi's already there. And with them seeing that, maybe they go into the pit.
Now, they haven't taken down that shrine yet, though, so they could also just take their time, right? Smoke up, maybe go for another pick, take down some of those shrines from the side of Mski, and, you know, the threat's really there for Mski. They're the ones that need this Roche more than the side of Secret.
I mean, this is just going down the checklist. If you're Secret, get these buildings, try to keep the waves pushed out as best as possible, and then move into the Roche eventually. It is Aegis and Cheese this time around. No refresher shard. It's getting low. Jab is going to come in, look for a hook. He's going to miss just narrowly. Wasn't close enough. Good positioning from Secret to be on the side of Roshan. They're going to jump in with Puppy. They get the Hex off. There's the Static Storm kind of missing. Puppy will get silenced up, but there's the Fada skewer back. And Ninja Boogie will be the first to fall from Mski as they try to all retreat away from Secret. Looking for some potentially onto Jab. His TP will complete. No. The Searing Chain. They don't even need the RP. Fada continues to cancel it. He's just styling at this point.
Yeah, the desperation plays are coming out. I mean, they're doing this kind of stuff when Mushi's like not even nearby. He's like pushing the bottom lane out because someone has to, and then this Ember just comes for like 2 seconds and counters everything that you just spent a minute away from your team doing.
The map control for Secret has been serious for sure. Mid one continues to keep this bottom lane pushed out. Maybe they'll find Mski. He's in the tree line, actually. I don't think mid one has any idea, but okay, yeah, he does. And there's the RP. All right, well,
Easy.
That's going to be Mski dead. Boundless Strike skewered up. He has no buyback, dead for 85, and this will lead into Secret pushing bottom and trying to go for the GG here.
Yeah, you have a Aegis enabled with an Empower Ember Spirit, so he can just like go crazy. He doesn't need a team. He can kind of push one lane by himself. The others can focus that easy set of racks in the mid lane, and he can just try and get some easy picks.
Mid one Ember Spirit making it look
Speaking of
easy.
easy picks, Ace is looking for someone with his DD. He's like, please just be here.
It just ran out, but there's a rapier now on mid one to add insult to injury. Oh, this is going to be nasty. He is plus 552 damage, not to mention his Daedalus procs. He is about to go ham on somebody if they're not careful.
Oh, can you say unnecessary?
Yeah.
I like it. That's a 2-minute penalty, I'd say.
Yeah, one in the box. They're going to push into the tier 3 tower bottom. Ace will just be up front. Puppy looking for an Earth Spike. Can't quite find something, but I mean, they're just going to get Megas here. Mski can only watch. Still no Mushi. They might find Puppy. They missed the hook timing. They will get the kill nonetheless, but it is, again, just a Lion at this point. Secret are so damn strong, they might not even need him. They're going to pop the Wukong's command. They're going to work on the buildings. Nana is in with the Exorcism, but look at the sleight of fist Searing Chains do some serious work. He doesn't get the insta-kill, but he has done so much that it's ridiculous, and he blows away that poor Nana Death Prophet. Not only that, but he will find another in the Centaur. A double kill for him. He is just going ham right now. There's the Dismember. Can they find him to stop the Static Storm? But it's too little too late. They hook onto Ace. Now he's going to find the triple kill. And GG is called. And Secret make it look easy in game number 1, Trent.
Ultra kill there. And mid one is beyond godlike. No one could kill him. Very good at the end of the game there. Finishes out 12, 4, and 14. Damn, when you're ahead by 20k and you still die a Rapier. I think they're feeling pretty good after that first series win there up against EG.
Yeah, they're back in it. They're doing really well. That first game obviously was absolutely still hard to watch from them. I mean, they talked about it on the panel though. Like the draft, it felt a lot easier for Secret to actually get things going for them. They had the Empower to ball back on. It just felt like maybe they would be able to rely on the late game pretty well for Secret, and they did just that with the Ember Spirit and the CK as well.
It felt tough to do much and play aggressive if you were Mski, right? You have this OD and this DP, and so it was a lot of pressure, I would say, on Ice's Ice probably, as they're trying to get in there with some big stomps or trying to enable everyone through the Stampede, and they didn't find those moments, and they had to be very good moments and perfectly timed because you're working with Exorcism, you're working with Sanities, and obviously things were a little bit easier for Secret. They were much more laid back, just clearing some waves. Easy game.
So we are going to take a quick break. It is game number 2 around the corner, so we're not done.
Đâu. Rồi. tiền nhỉ. Em nhiều lần pha đấy mà. cần chôn té.
Dire team pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Team Secrets turn. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Team Secrets turn to pick.
Keeper of the light.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team pick.
Slog.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team pick. Luna. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Team Secrets turn to pick.
Cái gì?
Ten seconds remaining. Secrets turn to pick.
Praise King.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Medusa.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Choose your hero. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Prepare for battle. "30 seconds to battle. The battle begins.
Trying to deal with this because the rest of his team is up at the top lane also contesting, so it's going to be 2 per side, it looks like. And this is going to be the Fata Tidehunter. Fata's had a great tournament so far, I would say, and I think this game as well, he'll do pretty well in this Tidehunter in this offlane role.
Yeah, he'll be battling up against basically the Phoenix Egg in terms of like team fight control. And then a little bit of Yeah, I mean, you're going for this like creep pull. It's very often they go target Tide at level 1 anyway. You want to get him before he's nice and tanky, before he's the Kraken Shell. those two supports. As we talked about the core matchups on the panel, they were just saying that like not very many good options against Tide. The support duo, they went for really high damage early on between the Jakiro and the Pudge, and it pays off there.
Yep. And of course going the Lunar, or rather the Lucent Beam. Miss out on Lunar Blessing for a minute or two, but not the biggest deal, honestly. And harassing back Ice, and then in the bottom lane, making sure Puppey can start doing some damage here. He has Icarus Dive available, so shouldn't be too much danger for the most part, but he is taking a lot of damage. This is the good thing about this hero. He does actually a lot of right-click damage at the beginning of the game, and he is just pushing this Phoenix out of lane. Puppey is just standing and delivering, and Ice is forced to Icarus Dive away at the last second, and he only has 3.
Oh, there's a hook on a Yapzor.
Nice hook. There's the dual breath. Yapzor in trouble. Diving deep is Mski. Lucent Beam secures the kill, and that's just, you find that hook. It's that easy for Mski.
Nicely done there, but no, I was going to say, if he actually gets an egg off, you can imagine this game. Ace not really concerned about Fire Spirits, right? He can maybe just, if he has to, he can ult, try to take down the egg to save the rest of his team. He can just purge off the Fire Spirits and there's no one else, no problem. So he's going to be needing that backer from the Jakiro on the actual Phoenix egg ulties. As Yapzor is going to return top when Fata is surrounded.
Yeah, he might be in trouble again. He wants to find Japs, but instead he's getting run at by Mushi as well as Ninja Boogie, continuing to pump out the damage with the dual breath. Illuminate will come through, almost clips on a Ninja Boogie, but avoids it at the last moment. And they just, I guess Yapzor just wants to be up here to keep Fata as safe as
hello, Japs.
Yeah. Oh, missed the hooks. Very close.
Meanwhile, bottom.
They've got the Wraith Fire Blast. There's the Icarus Dive away. And I mean, at the very least, though, Ice isn't getting much in this bottom lane. 2 last hits for now. Even Fata's getting more, and he died earlier on in the game, so.
I know our tournament theme is like the Revolutionary War and whatnot. I know we've gone back in time, but mid lane is a 1v1. What is happening?
Yeah,
Can you believe this?
What is this
It's
strange
actually
world?
just 2 heroes mid this whole time.
I don't know what's going on.
We've done it. We've moved the map. Jab's top will deny himself. He wants to just head on back home.
Let's see. Now that you've said that, I'm sure somebody will rotate mid, but for now it is just mid 1 versus Nana.
I just wanted to remind them, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, it's good. Keep them on their toes.
Well, that will be the 1 versus 1 matchup for now. Again, a lot of it is because they want to push out this Tide Hunter and deal with, of course, the Phoenix in the bottom lane as well. And just a little bit of action. 1-2's the score. And both safe laners just farming and doing pretty well. Both mid laners are farming and doing pretty well. So just not too much happening other than a couple of kills here and there across the map.
Puppey, now that there's actually a few more levels on top of the Phoenix, can't really play quite as aggressive there. Instead, he's happier to just farm up a little bit with some pulls, get some gold from self down bomb with the boots. And Fata also playing a little bit more aggressive here too. So the supports have fallen off a little bit. They did their little bit of work there to create a little bit of breathing room for their carries. And then I guess we'll be watching for those rotations. Look for that first big eclipse from the Luna. And then Ace is just kind of trying to get to 6. And without the support in lane, that is a little bit easier.
So the exorcism as well for Mski. The push timing, I wonder, I mean, you wait for that level 6, hopefully you have a couple of points into liquid fire, and then you start trying to take down towers. I mean, do you want to try to push the tempo in this game as Mski try to get down as many towers as you possibly can at the beginning of the game?
Yeah, I'd say so, right? They want to take some earlier fights, especially if Ravage is ever down. That's probably when they're going to look to capitalize. So we'll be having those little battles and timings between Ravages and Exorcisms, and just playing maybe in one lane with the Jakiro if Ninja Boogie gets a little bit of space, and then the rest of the team can be elsewhere. Down bottom.
That is a solo kill. Ace just jumped in, got the pounce off, Dark Packs.
Looks like it was either still on cooldown for the dive, or he was just a bit late. Top lane, hook there from the slow.
Yeah, they've got him. They have the Lucent Beam available. Fata taking a lot of damage already. The Rod doing some work. This should be a kill. Fata not really getting any help. They rotate Puppey. There's not much he can do there. He has just to stand and watch.
Had no mana ready there for the stun, so Caudle can't really be reactive in those situations, and even the TPing Wraith King is a little, you know, it's not a Nyx Assassin or a Lion or someone with an AoE stun. He just kind of shows up and can throw one skull at somebody.
No real defensive supports, honestly, in this game. You have the Sunray rather later for the Phoenix, but that's neither here nor there, so.
I like his quick rotation, though. He just immediately heads in towards the mid lane, puts down a good ward, hasn't been spotted by anyone, and continues his trek across the map here from Puppey.
Ice is having a pretty rough time in this bottom lane, let me tell you. He did get the Fire Spirits on Ace, but he's just going to back up, regen up a little bit.
Look how aggressive he's playing, though. But now it's all for naught as Slark gets 6.
And let me just regen real quick, and okay.
See if they can force the dive here, right into Puppey.
Puppey,
he
came all the way around it. They've got it, and that's an easy kill for Ace. He does it on his own. He gets the pounce off, gets an auto attack, the Dark Pact. It's more than enough to get the kill.
Had the backup just in case, but not even needed.
So Ice getting a couple of deaths in that bottom lane, not getting much in terms of CS. Fata still 20 CS, he's getting close to 6 as we speak. Mid one and Moon, aka Nana, they're doing about evenly in this mid lane, 27 CS for both of them. Jabs hasn't found too much, only a couple of kills in the top lane, but that's about it. It's a 3-3 kill score for now. Feels like it's going pretty well for Secret. Ninja Boogie's gonna go for the TP, the Illuminate's gonna come through, but no way to cancel that TP as there's no Wraith King with a stun there. And Jabs is looking for a hook in the mid lane, can't find it on the mid one, and he will continue to farm.
Bottom lane again. Ice just still level 4, still trying to play pretty close here, but he just can't put that same threat on top of the Slark anymore at all. Very dangerous situation. Highly likely that Fata's gonna be the one who cracks 6 first.
Speaking of 6, the level 6 comes out for the Death Prophet, holding the skill point currently for Nana. I would imagine he wants to use this exorcism pretty soon if he does skill it up early on, but might hold the point still. Top lane, I think...
Yeah, nothing happening right now. We do have the 6 on the Luna though, so they're trying to create this threat here as Jabs rotates in, but there is a ward up on the high ground there, so they spot his rotation.
Puppey and Ice going toe-to-toe, looking for the Fire Spirits. He's able to Icarus dive away in the meantime and gets out of trouble. And Fata gets back to his own tier 1 tower as Jabs was looking for an angle with a hook. But they do a defensive ward on the high ground, Secret do, so they've spotted out a lot of these rotations from Mski in terms of diving under this tier 1 tower in the top lane.
Oh, he doesn't know though, he's just charging.
Yeah, so, oh my god, he actually barely got out of there. And they will try to maybe steal the stack with a Liquid Fire coming in from Ninja Boogie.
Yeah.
And the Illuminate gets a couple of the last hits for YapzOr. And he's already getting some decent farm. 18 last hits for this support keeper of the light for YapzOr, who's just been in this top lane.
Oh, and look at this, level 7 Nana still holding the point here. And you know what they want to do right now from Mski.
Yep.
Start brute forcing this one down.
He has the exorcism now. There's 3 heroes in this top lane. They've de-warded as well, and here comes the glyph. Can they fight this? There's no Ravage on Fata. They'll Illuminate, and that makes it so hard. Look at the Illuminate damage. They have to back up for now.
And that's going to give you Ravage now because of those creeps too.
And Fata now, with the threat of the Ravage, I'm not sure if Mski want to push into this too much further. They might just back off. This exorcism is still going for now, but there's not much left in terms of the duration.
And look at the commitment from the side of Mski versus Secret, right? It's just a blast from YapzOr, and that's it. Push them all back. Slark's farming bottom, Medusa's farming mid. In fact, Slark...
Pounce? He pounced.
They're trying to do it again, right? Where they set it up into a stun from Puppey, but not quite there once more.
Puppey has done actually a lot of work on this Wraith King. He's roaming around. He's been involved in a couple of kills, but he doesn't have his level 6 yet. Obviously, still a little bit low. He's only got boots for now, but...
Honestly, it feels surprising that he even has this many levels. He's just been kind of hanging around, I guess, a bit onto Ace now that Ace has that level 6. He feels a little bit better about leeching here.
Yeah.
Like, you'd think YapzOr might even have a bit more, right? They're just a little bit greedier on the coddle, but he's cleaning up a couple camps here. And camps and stacks, probably going to be a little bit of the story of the mid-game here, as we do have a Medusa, we have a coddle, and we have a Luna. So
Yeah.
everyone's stacking Ancients, farming some creeps.
We'll be waiting for those long cooldowns, and otherwise it's going to be just a lot of farming here for the most part. And we'll see with that Ravage. They did go for the Phase Boots onto Fata. He also has Soul Ring, so that's the new common build. The Phase Soul Ring is a word in the off lane. And this Tide Hunter is looking to put some damage here in this top lane. So, Trent, where do you commit this Ravage? What do you do with Fata here now that he's level 6? Where do you try to find a fight?
Oh, his buddies aren't really ready. Slark takes a little while to come online. Maybe one of the downsides of this hero. We don't see him too much anymore, but he really wants that Shadow Blade. Doesn't really want to move in the lane until he has it, especially if he just has a nice happy time. Sometimes maybe you're forced out, right? There's too much pressure in the lane or something, and you either have to go jungle a little bit. Used to be one of the benefits of Iron Talent for this hero, or otherwise you have to try and set up a gank with your supports. In this game, he's happy. He's totally fine down here. No threat at all from a Phoenix, so he's just going to slowly work on that. And Fata's in the same situation top. Feels safe enough with the Phase Boots and kind of protects himself with the threat of Ravage TPs.
Dark Pact, they have the Supernova and Icarus dive, and now they're reinforcements coming from Mski. Supernova coming out, and Puppey is in trouble, so too is Ace. He's got to pop the Shadow Dance. Look at those blocks from Jabs. Can Ace get on the hook? Just misses, and he's got the pounce ready. The Icarus dive coming through. They're diving the tower, the Dark Pact coming in, and they get the kill. A double for Mski with the Lucent Beam coming at the tail end of the engagement. What a great bait coming out from Ice to dive over to the rest of his team.
Sometimes with offlaners, you can kind of tell when they're baiting plays like that because maybe they play super safe the rest of the time, right? And you're like, okay, why is this guy suddenly so close to me? Like, why has he just been doing this? And you kind of get tipped off a bit. But Ice has just been on top of the Slark the whole game, even at like 10% HP or something like that. So it's not unusual for him to be in a place that maybe looks more like a bait. And that time, very good rotation coming in there from the Luna and the Pudge, cleaning up and really helping out that lane.
Yeah, 2 big kills, getting Ice back into it. They drop a ward, mid one, very close to getting hooked by Jabs. Jabs still trying to chase, trying to find it. Good juke for mid one. Now Puppey rotating in. They get off the Mystic Snake, and Ace is here, and they want to clean up at least one of these, and they will get Jabs. He might deny himself. No. Illuminate clips him. He's done. Very nice kill there. Looking for Ice, but again, has the dive ready. No Supernova, trying to fight onto Puppey. Puppey's trying to bait this a little bit, but there's not much he can do. Wraith Fire Blast coming up. Now he's going to run. Ace is here with the pounce, but there's the Icarus dive, and he will be fine. They'll go for the TP, and he will be able to make it safely away.
And just making a little bit of space for Mski here. They're going to get that vision in deep. They've got it in both parts of the jungle here, so they can kind of spot what the Medusa's up to and allow Mski to feel safe while he farms. Meanwhile, TP away there. Maybe trying to force a Ravage there as Ninja Boogie exits out of that top lane, but Fatha not going to throw it.
It's important to know that Mski did get that double kill in the bottom lane. So now, not only is he super farmed, he's got a Mask of Madness. He also gets those 2 kills, and he is now top of the net worth by about 100 ahead of mid one, who's on that Medusa. And they have a lot of stacks. You can see the Ancient stacks that Nana just walked by. So they're setting up to have a very good late game here from Mski with this Luna picked up now.
Yeah, the two of them feeling quite delirious there, Luna and Medusa. They go mad with farm here.
I mean, and
respective side. So who wants to get aggressive? Can I get some heroes, crossing the river here? I think we're just gonna do this the whole time.
Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of stacks.